Hello, my name is Navigator, and today I wanted to talk to you about another piece of Fallout 76 lore. If you look in the way back of the screen, you might be able to see some NPCs that just kind of disappeared, fizzled out. There's only one guy left, and there he goes. He's gone. Where I am right now is down in the Cranberry Bog, and this flat area you see in front of this truck is an area where what do you call it? Random encounters tend to spawn. Yesterday I was here doing a mission. I think I was killing a scorch beast because they typically spawn. As you can see, there's one right there. And I found this note. The thing with this is I can't show you the body. I didn't want to do it last night because it was like 3 a.m. when I was recording or some shit like that. But I found the body of an escaped inmate. Now, saying that might ring a bell for some of you guys. Maybe you guys have found this corpse before. But on the escaped inmate was a note that actually tells a story that, might freak you out a little bit. So let me show you what that note said. I'm going to come over here to my notes section and let me go to C. Where is it? Oh, it looks like I went all the way down to the bottom. Now let's go this way. I'm going down. C. Where the hell is it? Here we are. Crazed rambling. So keep in mind, the corpse that I found was, a corpse. It looked like any of the other corpses that were left from before the war, and it had like a prisoner, like a straitjacket outfit on. That's what it is, the straitjacket outfits. This guy obviously looks like he broke out of some mental facility, and on his body, among a rad bear and a tablespoon, which I did look up. This note and those two items will always spawn on the inmate. Sorry, that was a little weird, but I'm going to talk about that later in the video. Let's read this note. So, crazed ramblings. Let's see. They're poisoning the water. It's making everyone green. Why are they green? Huntersville, go. See for yourself. I'm not crazy. They're crazy. I know what I saw. They lock me up, make me take pills. They'll see. They can't keep me in here. Well, I guess they didn't keep him in there because he managed to escape, although doesn't really look like he's going to have the best life because last time I saw him, he was a 27-year-old corpse on the ground. Okay, what is he talking about? Well, it's pretty obvious. Green, people green, well, what do you think of when you think of that? Well, you think of super mutants, and you think they're putting it in the water. What does that remind you of? Well, folks, that reminds me of Huntersville. And if you guys know about Huntersville, Huntersville is the source of the super mutant, epidemic in West Virginia. I'm not exactly too certain on the backstory behind it, but I know for a fact that the motherfuckers over here at West Tech were experimenting on the water supply here at Huntersville. It's actually kind of funny. If you look on the map, there's a big water tower here with the American flag on it. It's kind of funny. The government was experimenting with their water. Anyways, they put FEV, the forced evolutionary virus, in the water supply in Huntersville, and slowly people turned into super mutants. If you end up heading there today, I'm not going to do it in this video, but if you go there, the place is literally rampant with super mutants. Okay, so what does this tell us? Well, the first thing we can show... Well, who the hell is shooting at me? Oh, no, that's Mr. No Excuse. I know it is, with his fucking bow. I know it is. All right, anyways... where was I? Okay, so obviously what happened at Huntersville was tragic. I mean, these people, they got turned into super mutants against their will. I mean, the government was totally fucking them over. But what we can deduce from this crazed inmate is that people that were whistleblowing about this were thrown into mental asylums. That's awful. So think about it. You're uncovering the secret that the U.S. government is poisoning and experimenting and killing people with this new virus, and you're like, oh shit, I got to go to the authorities. You go to your local police station. You go to the police chief, who is kind of under the thumb of West Tech, probably getting paid by him, and he's like, oh yeah, we'll get right to the bottom of it. Next thing you know, your family thinks you're crazy, and you're being thrown in Eastern Regional Penitentiary with the actual crazy people, and the whole time, you're taking these pills. They're trying to convince you you're crazy, and you're not. So, this really isn't too surprising. Really bad shit like this happens all the time in the Fallout universe. I mean, just look at the vaults. The stuff they did in the vaults alone are could be like war crimes tenfold over. So it's not surprising that the government would do stuff like this, but god damn, that is horrifying. Let's imagine your best friend gets turned into a super mutant. Like, I can imagine this guy, going into the hospital in Huntersville and seeing this stuff, and then he's like, oh, this, they're doing this terrible stuff, and they throw him into a fucking goddamn insane asylum and try to convince him he's crazy. That would be definitely a horrifying life to live. But good thing is that guy got out of there. At least he died with his freedom. That's all I wanted to talk about today, folks. Just a nice little piece of lore. The thing that I really like about this is this was a random encounter. There's so many random encounters. They happen frequently and infrequently, and it's nice to know that there is random encounters that kind of continue the story of 76. If you guys are interested in the Huntersville story, more about that, I'm not going to do a video on that. There's already plenty of stuff out there about it. I would totally suggest going looking up Oxhorn's video. If somebody else has made a video about this crazed inmate, I didn't really look around. I kind of wanted to talk about this myself, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and be sure to be on the lookout for the escaped inmate body. If you have found it before, be sure to let me know, and if you haven't, again, keep your eyes peeled. It's a nice little piece of lore for you guys to find out for yourselves. Alright, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. My name is Navigator. Have a nice day. Take care.